Owners know their identity. 2008, who remembers where the Olympics was in 2008? Beijing. Beijing, China. So here comes the Chinese delegation. They've got all their athletes, big, huge group. And at the front is a guy carrying the flag, 7-footer Yao Ming. Okay. What you may or may not remember is that Yao Ming is coming out, the big NBA basketball star, and he's coming out and he is holding the hand of a little 9-year-old boy. And people are going, especially in the West, who's the kid? He can't be one of the athletes. What in the world? Why is he with Yao Ming at the head of the delegation? Months before, one of the worst earthquakes ever had happened in the Sichuan province. 70,000 people had died as a result of this earthquake. And Lin Hao, little Lin Hao, 9-year-old, was sitting in the classroom with all of his classmates when the earthquake occurred and the building collided then on top of them. And just the roof just caved right in on top of them. So they're covered in rubble. Lin Hao happened to manage to crawl his way out of all that rubble. And when he got out, he was, head injuries and injuries all over his arm and everything. And then he did something really, really incredible. He turned around and went back into the rubble and started pulling out student after student after student. All told, out of 25 kids in his class, 9 were saved due largely to the efforts of Lin Hao. So when they got there, Lin Hao's got all the kids lined up in a little circle, and they're singing songs because he wanted to keep them from being distracted by what had just happened to them. So when they show up, they're like, this is incredible. It's amazing. They hear the story. The other kids are like, yeah, Lin Hao, he saved us. And so they go to Lin Hao, and they say, we don't understand. Why would you risk your life and limb and go back into the rubble? What in the world? And he goes, I had to. I'm a hall monitor. It's my job to take care of the other kids. Now think about that. 9-year-old kid who is so identified with the title, with what his role is and what he does, that it causes him to run towards the rubble, not away from it. Do you know your identity? Do you know what your identity is as Tab? Do you know what you represent? I talk to people who, when you ask them, like, who do you work for? They're like, Comcast. I'm just kidding. And then other people, you ask them who they work for, they're like, I work for, because they're enthused about it. What's our identity within the Tab group, and how proud of you are you to wear that? And then, how does it influence what you actually do? Owners know their identity.